Hello friends, welcome to youtube.com oblique Dr. With channel. I am Dr. P.R. Patel, Professor Head, Veterinary Medicine. In this presentation, we are going to deal with the last part of bacterial disease, actinobacillosis. In part 4, we will discuss differential diagnosis, treatment, and prevention and control aspect of actinobacillosis in cattle, buffaloes, and sheep. Here we will discuss differential diagnosis of actinobacillosis. The actinobacillosis type of abscess of the subcutaneous tissue and lymph node and tumorous growth or granulomatous growth like lesions are produced by many diseases. We have already seen actinomycosis, the similar lesion. But in actinomycosis, the sulfur granules are comparatively large and more of granular tissue and tumorous. Tuberculosis also causes similar type of lesion, but that can be differentiated by tuberculin test. Bovine leukosis, it is a tumorous cancerous growth of the lymph node. Granuloma and abscess due to Pseudomonas that can be differentiated with the help of laboratory examination of the pus. But the Pseudomonas infection doesn't have sulfur granules. Similarly, Staphylococcus infection and other bacterial infections also produce abscess in subcutaneous tissue as well as lymph node. But here the pus doesn't contain sulfur granules, and bacterial disease and other diseases can be differentiated with the help of laboratory diagnosis by culture identification of the organism. We discuss here the treatment of actinobacillosis. The main treatment is surgical drainage of the abscess. Open the abscess is standard surgical technique. Remove the pus. Carry out frequent surgical debridement of the lesion. Remove the dead tissue or dead lesion. And daily dressing with standard surgical procedure can hasten the recovery. Duval's iodine solution injected into the lesion is also helping, and it's pretty older therapy. Iodine feeding orally to cattle for a long duration until the symptoms of iodism develop. Iodism means iodine poisoning. When symptoms of iodism is there, that causes anorexia, salivation, depression. Then stop the treatment. But this is good, pretty old. Nowadays, better treatments are available. These treatments are not followed. Contain the treatment aspect of actinobacillosis. Sodium iodide solution slow intravenous. Remember, sodium salt of iodine given slow intravenous and repeated after 7 to 10 days. For the dose and other things, you are requested to refer the standard book. But the potassium iodide should be given orally. It should not be given intravenous or intramuscular. Potassium iodide has a direct effect on the heart and it may cause cardiac arrhythmia. It may stimulate the heart. So potassium iodide is given orally, sodium iodide slow intravenous. Potassium iodide is generally not used for food producing animals. Better systemic effective antibiotics are also available. Tetracycline for a long duration, erythromycin for a long duration, may be effective. Continuation of the treatment, streptomycin sulfate intramuscular for 3 to 5 days gives good result. Combination of treatment, X-ray radiation for 10 consecutive weeks long duration and treatment with effective antibiotics and sodium iodide intravenous is recommended. This combination of effect, good. Combination of treatment works in many different ways. Along with surgical treatment gives a very good result. We discuss here prevention and control of actinobacillosis. In comparison to actinomycosis, the prevention and control of actinobacillosis is easy. As it is an infectious disease, isolate the affected animal so it will stop the spread of the disease to other healthy animals. Treatment of the infected. We have already seen the treatment and it is curable, not very difficult. Many times by giving the proper antibiotics and proper treatment, disease is a self-limiting. It is curable. So no problem. Prevention and control can be very easily done by proper treatment of the diseased animal. Continue the discussion on prevention and control. Safe disposal of pus, any infected material, any dressing material or infected item should be properly disposed. All contaminated material must be properly disposed. Disposal of chronically infected animal also, those discharge the pus. Some animals may not give response to the treatment and they are very chronic. Such animals should be disposed for the stopping the infection in the other animals. There should be separate arrangement of feed and water for infected animals because those animals discharging the pus, they are discharging the infection also and infect feed and water. Disinfection of the infected premises, that is same with all other infectious diseases. Change in the grazing management because those animals which are discharging pus may infect the pasture. And you know that the injury caused by hard grasses, pasture, grass havans may cause infection into the other animals. Continuation of the discussion on prevention and control. Improvement of feeding. The grass should not be too much coarse, too much hard, or more grass havans should not be so much sharp because that may cause the injury into the mucosa and favors the entry of actinobacillus organism into the subcutaneous tissue or the mouth. So improvement in feeding also helps to some extent. For actinobacillosis, vaccine is not available. So it cannot be prevented by vaccine. Actinobacillosis is a zoonotic disease and infect human beings. And veterinarians are generally dealing with animal, handling the animal for the treatment and diagnostic purpose. So utmost care must be taken in handling the diseased animal for diagnosis and treatment. Those clinicians who are working in the laboratory, They should be careful while processing the infected tissue samples because they may also get the infection of actinobacillosis because it is a zoonotic disease. Friends, I have covered and discussed actinobacillosis in detail. All aspects, including important treatment, is also discussed. Requested to share this important information to our veterinary brothers and subscribe the channel for the promotion of this channel. Thank you very much for observing this video. Thanks.